Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is someone who just finished a delicious-looking steak dinner. Zenande Boetes.
Oh, geez, dude, really?
Before we started this, you're like, don't throw me too much, Mark, because I always just come up with these on the spot. So
Wow.
that didn't look so that was it didn't really look like a traditional steak, Zenande. So
Yeah, I mean, like if you put that in front of me, I guess I would maybe excuse myself and run away.
do you know? All right, so aside from just loving the cinematography, direction, performances of I Saw the Devil, I love how this movie sort of feels like Alice in Wonderland, where with at each exploit, we get deeper and deeper into this vicious sort of underground, brutal fantasy South Korea, where you get into a taxi cab and there's two killers in there who are with you. You go to someone's gigantic mansion and they are cannibals with people locked up and they're eating meat. It's just this odd world that's like super dark, super violent, super underground, and it's really is a descent into hell where you're just witnessing the collapse and rise and collapse of two men as they engage in a gnarly game of cat and mouse. And I just adore this film, but it's a punch and a kick and a punch. So Short Round 2.0 on Twitter, one of our MFF favorites, he said that this movie is like a Mirko Cro Cop high kick, which is absolutely brutal. I think it's like right leg dead, left leg hospital. So it feels like you're getting hit by a Mirko Cro Cop high kick. But I love it. I love this movie. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes. It's a slog, but it drains you, and that's good. This movie should drain you.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, it doesn't even feel that long to me when I watch it. It doesn't.
No.
Every time I'm like, oh my gosh, Nandi, are you ready? Are you ready to sit here for 2 hours, whatnot? Like, can you do this? But it's just so engaging. I love your little like comparison with Alice in Wonderland because it does feel like that. Like, but it just this dark, more Pan's Labyrinth type world that you go into, and you, the viewer, are like, like watching all of this happening, and like, what? Who are these people? What is happening? It's a tough film to watch. Like, it's one of those movies where I don't think I could ever watch it in a theater on a big screen. I think that would honestly be too much for me. I think it would be too overwhelming because there are a lot of scenes here that is woo. I mean, we watched obviously the uncensored version because I saw like in Korea they had to do a lot of censored vibes, and I get that. I mean, I get that. You know what? Like, there's only ever been 3 movies that I've watched that has been like really hard watches for me. I felt super not cool afterwards, but it was still really well done, and they were all groundbreaking films in their own rights. And it was like I Saw the Devil, Cannibal Holocaust, and Irreversible. I feel like those 3, those are my 3 that I've seen that I don't really want to rewatch, but it is good like filmmaking. But it's a lot. It's tough. It's 3 movies that I wouldn't actually recommend to people. I Saw the Devil is probably the one I would recommend them the most, because there are tough scenes, but it does what it wants to and needs to do. It makes you feel exactly what you're supposed to feel when you watch it. And it is incredibly well done. The filmmaking, the storytelling, even the dark humor that we get, dude. I mean, but that's why we love South Korean horrors. Like, they just know how to. And this movie.
Director Kim Jae-woon, he really does balance the. I mean, this is a gnarly film with a lot of nudity, with a lot of attempted rape, with mutilation, with heads rolling out of boxes, and just. I mean, gore, and just one of the meanest antagonists, probably like Choi Min-sik is just one of the meanest. He portrays just such a. I don't even know the words for how to explain his character. I think Jang Kyun-chul he's just, you know what I like about him? The villain in this movie is he's not the monologuing Seven villain. He
Yes.
is like a weird, petulant, entitled, murderous loner who has a sense of humor, who clearly doesn't think he's crazy, because the whole movie he's calling other people crazy. Like he's
Yeah.
calling the cannibal crazy bastard. He's calling, you know, he's calling what Lee Byung-hun's character crazy. Like he's the one calling everyone else crazy, and he's not. He gets caught quick. He's not a super secret serial killer. The dude is pretty easy to catch, but he's just so resourceful and mean, and just
And menacing.
oh,
Oh, he's so menacing. That scene where he goes to the doctor,
oh,
like it's kind of the dual scene there for me, where he's talking to the doctor, and then right afterwards he's talking to the nurse at reception. Those two scenes are probably the best, where like Kyung-chul, sorry if my pronunciation isn't right, I'm just throwing it out there. Like I'm not quite sure, but I'm trying. So Mark, you know better. Please like help me out.
Kyun-chul.
Kyung-chul, yes, he's so great. Those two scenes, that absolute menacing, like you can see that ego coming out also. We're like, excuse me, don't talk to me like I'm your son. And then he's being all like trying to like come down on the women. Oh, it's so good. It's good writing, it's good acting, it's good directing, it's good everything. And just on the acting point of it all, Lee Byung-hun,
Mm-hmm.
his scene at the beginning where he gets to the river, to the scene where like his woman's like head is found, and you can when he realizes, you can so see, it's such good acting because you can see his last conversation with her, you can see it playing out in his head as he starts to silently cry. That scene, that is like award-winning acting right there. That is incredible acting. And that's the thing about this movie. It's really hard. It's a lot, but every detail and every facet of it is just so well done, so well executed. People knew what they were doing. People like had the understanding and the intelligence, because I think that is a key. If you do a thing like this, you need to really understand what you're going into. This is not just another movie that I'm doing, you know. And I think like because this is not. And I think everyone understood like the gravitas, but also then how to balance it with also just, yeah, the incredible writing of it. It's a really well written story of absolute carnage
It
and
really
like
is.
the most depraved human capabilities, I guess.
And,
Ugh.
and you know what I like too is a lot of people they talk about the quote about you become a monster to kill a monster, like Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil, where they're paraphrasing, but you got to go bad to kill bad.
Yeah.
But I think what happens to Soo Hyun is as soon as he sees her dead, as soon as he sees its head, it's over. Like he's gonna do whatever it takes. Like he becomes the monster. I think in that moment, he was created in that moment.
I think her death killed his own humanity.
Exactly. And so at that moment, the monster was created. It's not further down the line. It's not like this man is committed to making another man's life hell and putting him through pain. And in the process, he takes down some killers. He takes down some cannibals.
I mean,
He
I love that.
he
Like it's what Min-sik is like the third person. Like it's the third person. It's like, oh, okay, this is the guy that killed
yeah.
my would have been fiance.
He destroys that guy's balls. That's what. Someone goes, "Who broke your balls?"
Who
Someone asks him
hammered
that.
your penis?
I mean, he just jelly, absolute jelly. But what I like though is, most revenge films, yes, the fiance who is angelic and visiting an orphanage and pregnant is
And
murdered.
pregnant.
And I think most revenge stories, I would love to do a data post on this just to see where most of these revenge stories come from, because I feel like most of the time it's the wife, girlfriend, daughters, family getting murdered. But what I like, she's killed quick, and then it becomes this game where the supposed protagonist, if this was a Bronson movie, he would go slaughter 1,000 people and then go to bed. It's not
Yeah,
some of these
it's
revenge
not that.
movies that don't deal with what murder does to you and the effect and trauma. This is a movie that is rare for me because you get the protagonist going out on a hunt. He catches the serial killer, but then they play cat and games, but then the serial killer sort of catches on to it and makes his life hell. And the two of them are just in this odd game where they're almost not having enjoyment of it, but they're both so, I don't know, stubborn, both so set in their ways that they're going to continue just having this crash course that leads to like horrifying death and bludgeoning via weights on the face that like blind people, and mutilation, and watching a cannibal eat steak for 5 minutes. But it's a movie that I think shows that there are consequences to violence. Soo Hyun goes on this mission, and because of that, his chief, or his potential father-in-law and sister-in-law are mutilated. Like, this
Yeah,
violence just leads to more violence, which leads to more violence, which leads to more violence. Like the laxative,
exactly.
he puts the GPS in him, and then was Kyun Chol takes a laxative, poops, and beats up another guy and puts it in his mouth. Like, every choice leads to more violence and death, and it just doesn't treat. This movie has a lot of violence, but I don't think it treats it. It doesn't glorify a lot of it. It makes it really ugly and hellish, and I kind of respect I Saw the Devil for that.
I mean, I think if it wasn't for the ending, especially, then, it might have felt like it was too much or glorifying it. But the fact that you had like Byung-hun, like finally hearing like the guy die in front of his own family, and what does he do? He starts crying. He starts really, like I say, the first time we see him, it's silent tears just rolling down his face, but you can already see behind those eyes things are messed up. And at the end, when it's over, when it's all done, he just breaks down crying, and I think, yeah, that is the whole point. That's the whole what the movie was going for. It's a way violence and retaliation and revenge and all of that a lot of times is it's kind of a knee jerk to not feel the things, to not, because that is the worst. Yeah.
And listen, like, revenge, like, I know it's a simplistic thing. Like, you go on a quest for revenge that leads to violence, and it kind of destroys your humanity. It's a simple idea, but it's also effective, really effective in how they do it in this film. And I think it's
Yes.
rare within this genre with movies where very rarely do the people who go on the offensive and revenge sort of die later. I think lately we've gotten some pretty good ones. I mean, like, like Promising Young Woman. I think Mandy, like a lot,
Yes.
like he loses his mind. Red, at the end of Mandy, Red's done. Like, there's no more Red in that
Yeah.
head anymore. Part of it's probably due to the massive amounts of blow he snorts and the drugs that he takes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Perhaps.
Red loses his mind. But what I like too is Choi Min-sik brought this movie to the director, and both these actors, I think, really brought it. Like, I was pretty amazed to see what Lee Byung-hun's watch how far he went in this movie. And he said after the screening, he didn't know how violent this movie was. So afterwards, when he was at the post going, because he didn't see the bodies being carved up, he didn't see everything that was going on.
Yeah.
So he sat in the theater and just went, "Oh my gosh, what did I do to myself?" But you know what though? Like, I don't want a sanitized movie like that. And the director only took this movie because he just thought it was, like, interesting to tell a story about. It's like you meet the killer in the middle of the film. Instead of becoming a 2-hour chase and catching the killer at the end, you have this, like, interesting idea where the serial killer starts a counterattack. And so it's
Yeah.
this, and man, what a.
Starts becoming a cat and mouse. You know what the thing is, though? I think if they sterilized this movie more, if they took out like the gore, if they took out like, the hard hitting stuff, that actually might have felt more exploitative and actually might have felt more cheapened and like, excuse me, what are you doing? This is torture porn.
What?
Yeah, I really think so. I mean, the fact that they went hard actually worked.
Yeah, and right, I love that you said that. Like, I hate, like, I watched Bad Lieutenant by Abel Ferrara with Harvey Keitel, and he's one of the worst human beings I've ever seen on screen. But they never try to redeem him. They like he's so lost,
Yeah.
and they go so far with his character. But you have to do that. I hate movies where a dude kills 47 people, and then the next movie he's uncle. He's so you're like he's friends of the family. Like it's the
Yeah,
redemption angle,
exactly.
and I think they really cheapen it. This movie, no one's becoming friends in this movie. This movie's gonna end very badly.
No. And I mean, Lee Byung-hun, like his character, he's alone. He's alone at the end.
Yeah.
Like all the people that we see in his life, they're gone. He's alone. Like there's no happy story. It's actually just really sadness and devastation of the violence that the men unleashed onto each other, destroyed so many lives. I mean, yeah, it's not subtle.
You know what's crazy though? Whenever like one time I remember my wife like fell on the stairs. Like I wanted to beat up every stair in the world. Like I wanted to beat up every staircase in the world. When my daughter got sick, we had to
Damn
put a
you, stairs.
nebulizer on her. I wanted to go find every bacteria on the planet and just beat the living daylights out of it. I wanted to
Yes,
beat
destroy
all
them.
the bacteria like the cannibal gets beaten in his house. Also, he lands a
Yeah.
crazy two-piece on that lady. Oh my gosh! And then he misses with the right
Dude.
because she went down.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like I want to so imagine his pain at knowing that he wasn't there for her, and you can tell he loves her. I love in the beginning when he starts singing to her. Like he
yeah.
on the phone, like they clearly really like each other, and he wasn't there. He was never there, and this serial killer's on the loose. Like he's alone, but I feel like search and destroy and burn everything missions. It plays more real than a kind of righteous anger. Like he doesn't have righteous anger. He just went insane.
Exactly.
Like I guess what I'm like.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. I finally got there, Zanandi. Can you believe it?
Woo!
It's not like a righteous anger. It's I've lost my mind. I am going to inflict as much pain, and there's going to be a ton of collateral damage. But we're going to get there. And I'm
Yeah.
going to chop this dude's head off in front of his family, and his head is going to roll perfectly into their way. It's
He clearly thinks like he doesn't have anything to live for anymore because his future family is just taken away from him. And it's not the most rational decision, but I also do get that because it's the protector thing. And it's very much a man thing. But honestly, like as a woman, but as an eldest who also like lost my dad when I was young, like I get that protective thing. I will come for you if you come for like my family, like I get that. There's a rage that, if not checked, will lead to some horrible, devastating consequences. Yes, and I mean, that's just what the movie shows. I also like that it's actually very simple. It's a very simple concept. It just takes these two characters and asks, so what will happen if the one starts going for the other? And yeah, it goes there.
it really
It's
does.
really a good movie.
But I applaud that though. And also what's nuts is like the scene where he kills the two. Let's talk about the taxi cab scene because
Yes, let's.
those two are, I mean, they're not petty criminals. They are not, they don't, petty criminals
the,
don't murder the driver and stuff him in the trunk. These are two sadistic serial killers looking to kill people, correct?
the guy in the back was the fourth guy on Byung-han's list. Like I didn't even know that when I was researching the movie. He was
What?
apparently he was the fourth. He was the last guy on the list. Was the freaking guy in the back of the cab, dude.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're going out looking to murder people, the two of them, right? Because the
I
guy,
mean, they're awful, exactly. Like, who knows what those two get up to when they go home? It's like, I think they might make the cannibals look like a fun tea time story.
yeah, those two, right? And then they're like, "We're lucky we found you." He's like, "No, I don't think you're
No,
lucky." And he just starts
no, not so
stabbing
much.
the absolute daylights out of them. And I actually loved hearing about how they shot the scene. Like it did a lot of
Yes.
work. Like what they shot the external shots previously and we composited those in. So the backgrounds of the scene were shot and composited later, but the interior shots of the cab were shot in the studio. What we did was we took the body of a taxi cab, cut the top off of it, replaced it with panels that were acrylic so that you could see through the taxi to the interior, and we spun the taxi contraption around, and we had the camera moving back and forth out of frame, in and out, and we had the taxi spinning physically in there as well. So this is a movie that is wildly violent, but they also went to take the time to make some really wonderful shots. And he's just stabbing, pardon the language, the absolute, well, I don't need to say it, the absolute crap out of these serial killers. Or not killers, just killers. But it's so like,
Probably cereal.
it's darkly comedic because of all
Oh,
the
yes.
people that you're going to run into.
Exactly.
Wrong
Wrong guy.
Yeah.
I love that bloody disgusting interview that he did though, because yeah, he also says there about how because like every time, they had to do obviously multiple shots of the car attack scene, so they had different like costumes for everyone. But then eventually they ran out. They got to like the fourth shot. It was like, okay, now everything's got blood on it, so they had to wash it. And one of the guys apparently had to be in wet clothes for the last shot because they had to do another shot and there was not enough time for the clothes to get dry and without the blood. And I just love that. It's like, it's such actually a chaotic kind of setup for this chaotic scene that looked amazing. The execution of it. I mean, that is one of my favorite scenes. It's a taxi scene.
This is a movie where, on Twitter, when someone writes the name of the movie, then the date, and just includes 4 pictures, but somehow it gets 40,000 retweets and likes. Like there are 4 images from this movie. So the first scene in the greenhouse, when we come across Kyung Chul, when he is standing there with his red sweater, the scythe, and then you have the overhead light on him. What a beautifully shot film. Also, there's a moment where these kids are under a bridge, then it fades to black and goes to this dark water, and then you see a flashlight in the water, and you're sitting here going like, this is a horror movie, a serial killer horror movie, and these shots are beautiful. Yeah, it looks.
But that's South Korean filmmaking for you. Listen, oh my gosh, this is why we love South Korean movies. I mean, beautiful filmmaking. It's just the visuals are always very pleasing to the eye, very poetic, really. I mean,
and I love the director too, because he also did The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, which is another movie I adore. And he also shot The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which features a car chase in a cornfield, which I love. And it also features Johnny Knoxville hitting a guy with a flare gun, and his bandoliers explode, and his entire body explodes. So what I love about he just like Kim Ji-woon, he just really understands violence and comedic violence and unique setups. Like, what? We go to a cannibal's house that's a mansion. Like, this guy has a castle, and there's an action scene, and it's like, I love the setup of it. I love the cat and mouse of it, and there's a Home Alone gag in there where he throws hooks on the ground and then people step on it, and it's and I also like too that this killer is not glorified at all. Like the way that
not one bit.
No, the way he calls women bitches, the way everyone's bastards. This is
horrible.
A petulant, horrifying man.
Horrible guy, yes.
He's not going to talk about Chianti, and fava beans.
No.
There's no 7 games around here. There's no
redeemable factor at all. None. Evil. I mean, even at the end where it's his family that's coming in, like, that's not what he cares about. Like, there's just nothing there. And I also love the fact, because you talk about the comedy angles and stuff, and with the violence, in the beginning we see what he does with the guillotine, and it's horrifying and horrible and not funny at all. But then that's how he basically goes at the end. I mean, you gotta love that. You gotta love that, like, little twists and way of doing it. It's not horrifying in the end, is it?
Gosh, that thing chops his head right. Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, it rolls like an apple. Mark, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think this movie can get an American remake?
No. No. It's the same director. He made A Tale of Two Sisters. They tried to remake that into The Uninvited, and it's terrible.
I know, right? I saw that same interview with Bloody discussing, like, they asked him, and he was like open about it, but he also said what his thoughts were on it. And I was also like, I mean, because I feel like, why do a remake of a movie that's already like perfect. I can't see how you can do this any better. So why would you even try? But then, I mean, we know remakes, and it doesn't really matter what we think, Mark.
Yeah,
They don't listen to us.
they'll do it anyway. But
You know?
the subject matter here, like Fright Night, you can
I
remake that
don't think that
movie,
would work.
right? You can remake Fright Night and make it fun. You can even
Yeah.
remake Night of the Living Dead, make it fun. Dawn of the Dead was remade well. You can take movies that have subject matter that can be controversial, but is mostly meant to entertain and remake. Like that's
Yes.
what you can remake. But when you have a movie about an absolute descent into hell with wildly committed performances that walks a tightrope of dark humor, violence, and I mean, it caused such a stir in South Korea. I mean, it's a
Yes.
violent, nasty
Very
movie,
violent.
and you cannot make it worse. So you're gonna, in the States, I think you're gonna have to make it a little bit more sanitized. And uh,
Yeah.
and who are you gonna find? Like who are you gonna find to like be Choi Min-sik? Like
German sick.
who's gonna be better than him? Nobody. Like there's not like the intimidation factor of him in this movie. You are afraid of this man, but they also make him look silly, which I love. Like they just keep hurting him, but you can't because you won't. This movie works because it's brutal. This
Well,
isn't.
Javier Bardem was pretty terrifying in A Country for Old Men.
That's a good point. But he wasn't. He didn't call people bitches. Like he wasn't like, oh, you bitch. Like he wasn't raping,
But
attacking.
imagine he does. I can totally see him do that, and I'll be fucking terrified.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what is
Oh man,
interesting,
Bardem
because I've
could do
thought
it.
of this, because I don't like remakes, again, especially if it's such a great movie already. But it would actually be interesting to see this in an American context with you guys and, your sordid history with serial killers and whatnot. And, it's just like the cultural differences. It could be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I want to see it. It's an interesting thought.
You would have to just find a very thoughtful, committed director.
Yes,
You would
100%.
really have to like look at Cronenberg and The Fly. So I'm talking about
Yeah.
that on the show soon, and that is such a thoughtful remake that changes the story but still maintains it wildly changes the story but it's a good love story. The body horror is insane. You would
Yeah.
I just I'm really I don't I aside from No Country, where have we ever had antagonists that were solely evil? Like Freddy got turned cool. Jason is likable. Michael
Everything
Myers.
Kevin, everything Kevin Spacey has ever done.
Yeah, exactly. But like even him though, he's like listen to me.
No, I mean, I'm totally kidding.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like I can't. You're right about Javier Bardem. Maybe John Goodman in Barton Fink, where he's a horrifying man.
Yeah, or Cloverfield, same Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, have the Coen brothers do it, but in the style of like Barton Fink or No Country for Old Men.
Yes, and turn down the gore, but just a little bit. Like,
I mean, you don't need the gratuitous nudity of women laying there naked under sheets.
no, you can still show chopped up legs without a boob. Yeah.
Because the movie is boob heavy. This film is.
It is boob heavy, but it's not supposed to be pretty boob heavy. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's a great point. It's not, hey, look at this, like some other horror
yeah.
movies. Like remember in Final
Not supposed
Destination
to
3?
turn you on, really.
Yeah. It's not Final Destination 3 that locks two naked women in tanning beds. Like and
Exactly.
it's so
Exactly.
that scene like I remember watching that and I was like, this is so bad. This is not. This is. I remember being more angry about that than anything. I wasn't like thumping around on stuff, but it's so gratuitous and it's meant to just. I don't like it. But yeah, at least
Yeah,
this one makes you feel unhealthy while watching it. And he's so
exactly.
unforgiving. Like there's not many mind games with this man. He
No,
will once like
no.
I don't think he tortures that long. I just think he kills. He's mean, but I don't see him keep like the cannibals keep people there for a long time. I think they are.
They play with their food.
Yeah. Oh gosh. They do. And
They
it's
do.
in their castle. Like what's
Yeah,
the
he doesn't. I think like he tries to, or he thinks he does, but I think he gets too excited and just wants to, get on with it, kind of. Because he'll always say like a weird line, or have them at least plead for their lives once. But then I think he just gets overexcited and down goes the guillotine or whatever.
Dude's a bully. He is
He's
a
such a
bully.
bully. Oh, he's the worst.
But you know what's interesting about his bully is that I feel like when a lot of bullies get bullied, they fall apart. But this guy seems to find a reserve, which makes this movie even more interesting. He's not the bully who you bully. He's the bully who you try to bully, and the bully's like, you're not bullying me. But then he's up against a special forces guy who can spin on, you know, metal pipes and kick you in the face and pull a bunch of slick moves and pretty much beat up anybody. So they're almost perfectly paired up against each other to cause mayhem. Because listen, if he did this with the first guy, the ball smashing guy, he'd have no problem. This ball smashing guy would not have it in him.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like I think
This guy, I mean, he's so evil. Like this, so Byung-hun's character is after him. He is all messed up because of it. He goes to the doctor. The doctor is like, yeah, talks to him like he's like whatever. He gets mad. He decides, cool, I'm just going to have my way with this woman, this nurse, right here in this doctor's office in a public place. This guy doesn't care. He's that evil. Like, oh,
yeah.
yeah. It's why it's a hard movie to watch. That arrogance, that like, oof. But
That's
yeah,
perfect though. That's perfect. Like because that's what this man is. He's an arrogant,
yeah,
petulant nothing who drives
yeah.
a bus for a school and
Oh,
and he uses his power as a man to kind of take advantage of people and kill people. He's a bully, he's petulant, but the problem
yes.
is that he's not he doesn't he doesn't fade under pressure. And
No.
it's this he almost that's like his superpower almost is he maintains this like, that's why these two are so beautifully matched, I think, because you know so many movies you watch where the people just fall apart immediately, but both these are just not giving in. Oh man.
Exactly. And they're so different. Like, I
But
think it was just well written, very good character work because you can also argue that it's character studies. Like I think it's a good writing exercise to how these two go on their little journeys, you know.
and every action scene doesn't feel repetitive because
No.
you have the greenhouse fight, and then you have the taxi cab brawl with the other killers. Then you have I love when the army comes across him and he's in the outfit. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And then he beats him up in the doctor's office and cuts his Achilles. Then he goes to the cannibal's place where you have him slinking around and parkouring all over the place and then taking out the cannibals. I just think it's really interesting after that. And then it just sort of, you know what too though, this movie really does allow you just to sit in unhealthiness. Like the dinner table scene when the cannibal guy starts crying, he has the tears going down his eyes. And he's like, I always cry when, you know, maybe I'm damn crazy and I cry when things get stressful. Like when was the last movie you can think of where a cannibal in a mansion cried because he got stressed out? Like they add personalities to a lot of these people.
Exactly. Yeah. And complex personalities. It's not just like shallow, one-dimensional. 100%. It's a great movie, Mark. It's a great movie.
I wish I had more to say about it, but you know, the end, you know what I like about the ending is there's not much to analyze in this movie because, and I say this over and over again, they keep the plot fairly simple, and I was gonna say shrimple. They keep the plot
I,
quite
I
simple.
love shrimple. I think that should be the word from now on.
What
Keep it
would
shrimple.
what would shrimple even be? That sounds like a shrimple. Let's go to shrimple. No, let's like type. Is it like a web like is it like a Google but shrimple?
Let's keep it shrimple. Don't analyze it. Keep it shrimple.
Keep it shrimple. But by doing that, they're allowed to focus on characters a lot more. Like just
Yes.
they
Exactly.
do
It's
that.
character driven and it works.
I had a couple of my students watch it and they loved it, which made me happy. And it's a
Nice.
weird. You're right though. I would never be like, hey y'all, you should go watch Irreversible. You know what? We're gonna do a revenge movie draft, but can we also talk about movies that can we do can we do another draft where we just do movies that you recommend to people if you want to wreck their night?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I guess.
Like
But
anything Kubrick,
should we? Because like we're inadvertently recommending this to people.
like Clockwork
But we're
Orange.
saying we're not. This is movies we don't want to recommend to people, but we're going to recommend it to people.
You know, I scream
That's on you guys. Okay, we love you. That's on you though. Don't watch any of the following movies.
I stream the following for my students, and one of my students were like, I don't like the way that made me feel. That's what one of my students said, and then we had a great talk about it, about how Kubrick does that to people. And yes, I talk about Kubrick in my film studies class. If you leave Kubrick out, you're a jabroni.
I
I'm
mean,
not like that.
you got it.
Like you really
You just say jabroni.
Yeah, like listen,
You millennial.
if you're a super cool, like I'm a super cool professor, I don't teach Kubrick. Like, come on now. Like
Yeah, now that's weird.
I also have entire lectures about hallway fights, so get over yourself. But I showed them that, and one of my students, she was hilarious. She's like, I'm gonna go in my car and pray. Like just like, and then my other student was like, I don't like the way that made me feel. Like they're like, it made me feel like the way that Kubrick makes you feel like you're in it and you're dirty and exhausted and unhealthy.
Absolutely.
And so they all but we had a great conversation about it. And
I should do a group hug afterwards.
Big group hug.
Hug.
And some of them didn't like the ending. They thought the ending went a little off the rails. And we ended up having a good chat about the movie. And I switched over to like talks about Steadicam and set building and stuff like that. And I showed them the beginning of Dr. Sleep to show what happened to Danny when he got older. And I also showed Rose, because Rose the Hat's a beast, so I had to show her. I told him also how I read Dr. Sleep and I woke up screaming one night.
Yeah, shame. You told me. Yeah, you
Screaming.
saw her.
Rose in the book, like I think she's the Rebecca Ferguson's wonderful as Rose the Hat, but in the book, I saw her as like really tall, incredibly skinny, almost unhealthy looking, vampire-esque, and just yeah. And
Kind
so
of like almost like a mother from Barbarian.
Yeah.
But like maybe tiny bit more human, but yeah.
Yeah, and so I just woke up screaming. But we can stick with the revenge angle, and we'll do that, because I guess we don't want to recommend, like, hey guys, go watch Bully by Larry Clark.
Well, you know what? This is probably the part where we can do that. The only part where we can do that. So maybe we just should, like,
Climax, that'll put you in a hurt locker. Gosh, so many movies. I think.
Yeah, for me, okay. Well, like I'll tell you I saw The Devil, Irreversible, Cannibal Holocaust. Oh my gosh, I saw that movie when I was 20. I was like, what the hell? I didn't need to go read up about it to know what I just saw. That was scarring. The Dark and the Wicked is also one that I won't recommend that to everyone, because I know a lot of people won't handle it. Like horror fans and big horror fans will be fine, you know, but like I've actually heard of a lot of people that have seen the movie after I've recommended it and they did not cope with it. So that is one that I don't recommend like left and right anymore, because it goes there and it makes you feel a lot of things. We've had a pod about it. Go listen to our Dark and the Wicked podcast after this. It's a good episode. And
they love us, the Dark and the Wicked. They're big fans of us now. They retweeted our episodes and everything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah, Julia, who plays the grandma. Like we follow each other on Twitter. She's awesome. Yeah.
Megan likes the Dark and the Wicked because it
It's
goes
good.
there and it puts you in it. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, I love the cheeky horror film, but I think they desensitize people. Movies like The Dark and the Wicked take things very seriously, and they treat everything with weight.
Exactly. But the thing is, I think like a lot of people aren't used to that, you know. Many people are guarded with their feelings, and I get that. We feel overwhelmed enough in life most of the time. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who don't get why I watch horror. Like, how can you? But I mean, it's just a different thing. But
yeah. I mean, I think filmmaking wise, horror is lovely. You watch this movie, like I Saw the Devil, and there's so many wonderful shots. Like there's really excellent filmmaking. I actually love when he goes in and sees the ring in the grate, because it's not, the character doesn't walk in going, what, and then sees it. He sees it immediately. And I like that storytelling where there's not like, oh, I happen to see it. Like, he just sees it immediately. Like, I like that type of filmmaking, and it felt actually more organic to me that he just saw it right off the bat. Like, there's so many cool choices, and so many times horror movies are shot on budgets, so I love how creative they get with filmmaking. That's why I love the genre.
100%. Yeah, and I think I like feeling things. I like being pushed to be in that. For me, it's a kind of a challenge and keeps me on my toes, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But like, yeah, also just, so the fifth one is actually the fifth movie that I would not recommend to anyone, is probably a better way of saying that, is The Wailing. Because I think The Wailing might break a lot of people.
Oh.
I love that movie, though. The first time I saw it, it broke my brain a little. I was like, what? That ending. Oh, it's so good. Like, I want to cover that next, because we were actually going to be like, 3 South Korean horror movies. Like, yeah.
All right, Wailing next.
The Wailing, because that's such a good movie.
It puts you in it.
Oh, but that movie is a lot. I mean, that movie goes.
It has to be, though. These have to be.
Exactly. Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
You have to. Like, well, don't go there. Just go there. Make people
The sanitizing doesn't work. That's when, like we said, that's when it feels exploitative and just cheapened. And why are you even doing this if you're not willing to actually go there and show and explore? Yeah.
And also, I want to say, when the cannibal says he's our kind and enjoys excitement, I think he's wrong. I don't think this was secretly in this guy the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't think that, like, Soo-hyun.
They think they can relate. They think they can relate, but it's not the same.
He's shattered. This is a broken man who has become single-minded, who wants to hurt a man as much as possible.
A shell of a person.
Yeah. So I don't think he's become a serial killer like them. I just think he's broke.
I think earlier in the pod I said, like, that moment when he realized what had happened and the last time he spoke with her, and he knew she was in danger. He was over the phone like, don't open the door, lock up. Like, he was worried. He knew there was danger. So with them, like, realizing that happened, she's gone, that whole thing, like, I know, I say it killed his humanity, but I don't think it killed it. Like, it just kind of numbed all of that out and made him a one-minded, I need to go wreck this guy now. I need to go burn the world from people who are like this and kill women and children and wreck other people's lives and whatever.
I'm glad we did this. Thank you.
Yay!
Let's do our revenge movie draft. Let's end on a fun. Do you want to? I'll give you first pick.
Carrie.
Oh.
My favorite. Stephen King, the original Carrie.
All right, since we're doing female names, first names, I'm gonna do Mandy.
Nice.
Listen, like, Mandy takes you there.
Yeah, Mandy's wild.
And Carrie too. That mom and Carrie. Whoo!
Holy, right? I mean, you can't blame the girl. Yesterday was International Women's Day, and I almost posted a picture of Carrie and be like, thinking of her today. And then I thought, wait, Mandy, not everyone gets your dark humor.
Wait 5 seconds before you tweet.
Exactly. I waited 5 seconds. Secondly, I'll go with Wrath of Man. Jason Statham in a serious Guy Ritchie movie, and he delivered. Like, it wasn't the best or like even my favorite Guy Ritchie movie, but it's one I remember. And Statham was good. Like, and it was rough. It was not the easiest watch. I mean, it again did what it was supposed to do. Breath of Man.
It gets mean, and he wears a cardigan in a hot pool hall. That's the most unbelievable part.
That's right. Correct.
Never wear a cardigan in a pool hall that is hot. My high school yearbook.
I love it.
All right, what's your third pick? My second pick. You're gonna know. It's Revenge.
Oh, of course, yeah. Beer Can Phoenix.
I love Beer Can Phoenix.
You love Beer Can Phoenix. I feel like you need to get a Beer Can Phoenix tattoo, Mark. I feel like this
What do you
needs
mean
to
get? Get
happen.
another one.
Oh, sorry. Gosh.
4 it'll be. I don't know.
Extreme.
It's beautifully literal, and it makes me happy. So
Yeah.
And
And it's French.
yeah.
That's what I love about it. It's French. You had me at French.
All right, what's
Third,
your...
I'm going to go with The Northman.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was an early movie. Like, there was some set pieces there that I really, really liked.
I showed my students the opening attack, and they're like, "What just happened?" And I explained to my students how he builds sets and kind of how they're all real. And then I had them look at it, and they're like, "Holy crap!" So that was kind of fun.
Nice.
All right. I'm not doing many older films, but I just love Upgrade. I'm gonna take Upgrade.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I like Upgrade a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a bathroom fight and a kitchen fight.
Oh, our kind of movie. For sure. That's you had me at bathroom fight. Okay, the fourth movie. Oh, X-Men First Class. My favorite X-Men movie. And it's so about revenge.
Oh, yeah, I like that. You know what's funny? I was about to ask you, like, what do we consider revenge? But there's a lot of revenge in this one.
Exactly.
Okay. I like
it was fun to actually research, like, revenge movies. Because I saw a lot of movies. It was like, oh, yeah. Like, the main plot is totally about revenge in this one. It's actually fun. It's a fun little Google. If you're bored at work, go Google revenge movies. Surprise yourself.
Okay, is this bad? But I'm gonna go. You got it. Can I take Old Boy?
Of course you can.
Okay, because that's a nice revenge film because the wife actually, the sister dies, and that's why the guy wants revenge. But it's not like the stock. Oh, my wife is killed. Now I'm gonna go murder people. It's like a mystery. But it's revenge on the other side, but then that guy wants revenge for his revenge. It's revenge on top of revenge.
Exactly. It's like revenge turducken. I was trying to think of a clever word, but
no, that's revenge turducken. It's revenge within a revenge. Oh my gosh.
Stuffed with a lot of revenge. Well, then the last movie that I'm going to take, I Saw the Devil.
Yeah.
So we've got Choi Min-sik in both of our little drafts.
Okay. All right. So I've done Mandy, Revenge, Upgrade, and Old Boy. So I feel like I need to find a one-word title movie. I love Benicio del Toro's revenge mission in Sicario because he just kills everybody.
Overboard. Like, so if you're looking for a one word and a different kind of movie, Overboard. Overboard is a revenge movie. He takes revenge on her for yelling at him on the boat.
That's amazing. But I'm going to cheat. I'm going to take Miss 45, a movie that I really like. Abel
I don't know
Ferrara.
Miss 45.
It's really good. I'm going to take Miss 45. And, what did I just deleted everything. There we go. I'm going to take Miss 45. Abel Ferrara. I wish I could explain it, but it's just really good. It's actually a really good movie. It's a very good movie. It's one of those exploitation movies that you can, from the 70s, that you can watch now and be like, oh, it's not horribly dated or problematic. It's actually just a good movie. Miss 45.
Cool. I haven't heard of it at all, so I'll definitely go check that out.
I bought an alternative posters book, and I had a random Miss 45 poster in there. And Hakeem and I were going to be covering it on the show. We got to cover Maniac, and then we're going to do Miss 45. We're doing a gritty series of New York.
Phew. Okay, yeah. Maniac. Good luck with that.
Why do I do this to myself? But because I can have discussions like this, Anandi. And we can have, what did you say? Revenge turducken? Is that what you said?
Revenge turducken.
I'm going to add that to the title. I Saw the Devil, Revenge turducken. and bastards. That'll be the title.
Yeah.
Gosh. Hey, where can people find you?
Right behind you. I am on Twitter at Sanandi.
I hope people turn around.
If Twitter is still there. I know, right? That would be so funny. Find me on Twitter for now. If Twitter is still up by the time we release this. Yeah.
I just post stupid stuff on Twitter, so I don't really have much of an attachment to it. But I like people that I've met on Twitter. That's why I keep
Yeah.
Twitter, because I made some good
Yeah,
friends on
dude.
Twitter.
Twitter's got me some jobs, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's definitely a network thing for me.
Where else
But,
can I talk about catapults?
and like, yeah, just silly like bathroom fights and
I need, I
just
need
bathroom stuff in general. Where the hell am I supposed to talk about bathroom stuff?
best horror scenes in best bathroom horror scenes. So like Scream, Mimic, no, Relic. I know it doesn't. Oh, Friday the 13th. We could do a bathroom best horror
Yes,
scenes in bathrooms.
yes.
I just
Ha-
work. Oh, brother. All right. Well, this is.
have we have we not done that though? I actually can't believe we haven't done that. That's like blowing my mind. Have we not done the bathroom horror with
You know,
Willy's Wonderland?
oh, Mandy.
Mandy, what's that other weird? Anyway, yeah, okay, well, let's do that. On top of Texas Chainsaw 3D, The Wailing, and
Hotel horror.
well, next is the Scream. Scream
Yeah.
tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow.
Six
Scream's coming out
Scream.
tomorrow.
Hey,
I've
so
got my
six.
tickets tomorrow afternoon. It's me, popcorn, slushy, my husband. Scream.
Yeah, I'm taking Megan. So if you're listening to this, the episode probably released a month ago on Scream. So go back and listen to it.
Yeah. True that.
All right. Well, this was
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you so much. I feel great. I'm so happy to finally talk about this movie, and I'm really excited to have my soul crushed by The Wailing.
It's cathartic to actually get it out. So let's do the same with the Wailing, and then just feel lighter about it.
I think the intro music for The Wailing is just us screaming for 30 seconds.
Yes. I love that. I love that idea. Approved.
All right. So for me.
Thanks.
Oh, so yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer versus Andy Boetas. This is Movies from the Flicks. We'll see you next week.